Hello everyone, welcome to Textbook Super Coaching for Regulatory Bodies. How are you guys? कैसे आप सब लोग? So start करेंगे आज के सेशन को, स्टार्ट करेंगे आज के इस लेक्चर को, जहां पे we are going to discuss, जहां पे we are going to talk about some important current affairs news focusing on banking and economics. ये हमारा major part होगा. Like every day, the way we discuss, first we'll cover a few MCQs from the economics and the banking section. उसके through कुछ news cover करते हैं. Some MCQs are depending on the news which we have discussed already, and some MCQs through which we are going to discuss a few news, and then we'll talk about the newspaper articles which are really very important for the exam point of view. So rather than wasting the time, वक्त जाया करने से पहले we'll start with the session. Those who are yet to subscribe the channel, please do subscribe our this new channel. So I will start. The first thing, another thing is that there will be a separate session focusing on the defense exercises, and defense exercises are very important for the exam point of view. So today we are going to conduct the session at 8 p.m. So those who wants to attend this session, they can attend this. Will be on the banking channel, our textbook banking channel. So you can come to this session at 8 p.m. on the textbook banking channel, where we are going to discuss some important MCQs on the defense exercises. Okay, so I'll move forward. We'll start the first MCQ. RBI has added sovereign green bond to the list of designated government securities that non-residents can purchase through the full accessible route. So recently, Government of India announced that how many years sovereign green bonds are now listed by Government of India that non-residents can purchase this through fully accessible route. So we allowed the non-residents to invest into this sovereign green bond, because sovereign green bond is not getting that good response from the Indian investors. So we decided to do this thing. So answer of this question is 10 years. For 10 years. So 10 years is the tenure which is kept by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, for the sovereign green bond. When it comes to the sovereign green bond, so of course, in November 2024, this announcement is done by the Reserve Bank of India, and now RBI is going to issue these bonds for the 24-25 is the fiscal year. 10-year will be the maturity date, and who can invest? Foreign portfolio investor, non-residential Indians, overseas citizen of India, and other government authorities from different countries, they can invest into this bond. So if we allowed the foreign investors, the sovereign green bond can get a very good attraction, because it was not that much attractive for the domestic investors. That's why this decision is taken by the Reserve Bank of India. We'll go to next question. Which the BharatNet network project is awarded to ITI-led consortium. ITI is the name of the company. They got the new project for the BharatNet network. BharatNet is one of the important policy started by Government of India. It is for the reason that we can create the internet facility all over India, and for that reason we started this BharatNet. In 2012, Government of India created this policy so that in the rural areas or in other areas we can create this internet connectivity. So answer is 3022 crore. 3022 crore is the answer of this particular question. That much project has been recently awarded to this company. Now this company is going to handle the project, especially focusing on Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat. They are already having 5400 crore project in this state. Now the new project will be helpful for Himachal Pradesh, West Bengal, Andaman, Nicobar. This will be the other areas where this company is going to work for the BharatNet project. BharatNet project, again, 2012, started by Government of India. Internet connectivity is the major focus for this particular project. Now, GDP data release time advanced by the government by 90 minutes too. Last time we talked about IIP, Index of Industrial Production, and the CPI's data, which is given by National Statistical Office, was also advanced from 5:30 to 4 p.m. Same way, last week, Government of India also announced that the GDP data will be also advanced from 5:30 p.m. to the 4 p.m. So again, by the 90 minutes, they decided to advance the data release. So same way, like CPI, then IIP and the GDP, all data will come at 4 p.m. every month, and that is the announcement done by the Government of India. Now, the thing is that The 12th of every month is very important for the releasing data, especially for the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So under the same category, the different announcements were done, of course, because the CPI, IIP, they're coming together, and GDP's data is coming later phase. So that's why it's very important. Again, why we have changed the timing? Because we want to align it with the financial market. So what are the financial market, different financial markets of India? We wanted to align with their timings, and that's why we change this scenario here. Who become the most generous person to feature in the Harun India philanthropy list? Last time we discussed about that. So India's biggest philanthropist. When it comes to the female category, Rohini Nilekani is at the top. When it comes to overall category, the Shiv Nadar is at the top of this particular most generous Indian in this particular list. When it comes to Shiv Nadar and family, 2153 crore donations were done. HCL के हेड है, HCL के वन ऑफ द फाउंडर है शिव नडार साहब, एंड he is the most, or his family is one of the most generous when it comes to this scenario. In the female category, Rohini Nilekani is the wife of Nandan Nilekani, one of the co-founder of Infosys, the co-creator of Aadhaar card, and his wife is one of the biggest philanthropists when it comes to female category. Now, which bank has launched Innovation Hub at Singapore FinTech Festival? Singapore FinTech Festival is very much in news these days. So, which Indian bank recently launched Innovation Hub at Singapore FinTech Fest? Like recently, we organized a global FinTech Fest in India, in Mumbai, where many foreign companies came, showcase their different products. Same way, Singapore is also organizing one FinTech Fest, and SBI, State Bank of India, recently launched their Innovation Hub into Singapore FinTech Fest. Remember one thing, HDFC was news because they started a wholesale banking branch in Singapore. That's altogether different news, because HDFC started a branch, okay, and that is a wholesale banking branch in Singapore. But the news here is about the Innovation Hub. This is not the branch. This is basically a kind of a center where SBI will support startup companies. SBI will support innovative activities to the financial ways, and with the help of Epix. Epix is the name of the company through which they created this Innovation Hub here. We'll go to the next question. On the failure of resolution plan, Supreme Court ordered Jet Airways liquidation. It decided that NCLAT's approval of the proposal ignored a Supreme Court ruling from. So basically, Jet Airways were in the terms of like a proper resolution management, but unfortunately the resolution process failed, and Supreme Court announced that now there will be a liquidation. Liquidation means selling of asset of Jet Airways, and the money will be given to the lenders as well as the employees, and the complete liquidation will happen with this company. They tried to solve the problem and again restart the Jet Airways, but unfortunately it is not going to work. So earlier in the Jan 2023, the resolution plan came, but unfortunately that plan is not that workable, and there are so many conflicts. That's why Supreme Court finally closed the case with the liquidation announcement for the Jet Airways. In 1992, Jet Airways was created. It was one of the important airlines in India, but unfortunately it went liquid. Now it is going to be liquid very soon. So Carlock Capital and the Murari Lal Jalan, okay, they tried to take over, but the bid failed, and finally Supreme Court announced its liquidation. Supreme Court overturned the 2021 verdict and stated that the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence officers have the authority to issue notice and recover dues under which act. Now, Supreme Court in 2021 said that DRIs, that is Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, they don't have the authority to take process or to take to issue notice and recover the dues. That was the announcement in 2021. But now Supreme Court overturned its own announcement, and under the Custom Act of 1962, DRI having all the authorities to issue notice as well as recover the dues. So Custom Act of 1962 is responsible to give this power as per the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Now we'll go to the next Cabinet has approved an equity investment of how much to strengthen the FCI, Food Corporation of India. So Food Corporation of India got some funding from Ways and Means advances to the government channels, and that amount of money now will be converted into the equity funds, and the equity valuation increase for the FCI. So that is the announcement done by the government of India, due to which what will happen, the money will not get returned back because it will convert into the equity scenario, and the equity valuation of FCI will get increased in future. If you want to sell the shares of FCI, will get a very good amount. So 10,700 crore, approximate 10,700 crore was the infusion amount mentioned by government of India recently through the cabinet announcement. So that is a very important case. In 1964, FCI, Food Corporation of India, started working with 100 crore of the paid up capital and 4 crore of the equity capital. Now it is increased, and the equity capital valuation is increased by 10,700 crore recently as per the cabinet announcement. So again, very important for the exam. Government's authority and the equity valuation is increasing. That means in future we can see the shares of this FCI into Indian share market. Might be the IPOs will come soon. Soon means it will take obviously 2 years, minimum 2 years, because it requires some processing to done. Yes, so now we'll move towards the important news articles. Whatever we have discussed, or whatever the questions we have discussed, the maximum things we already discussed in our one of the session. Now we are going to see some important news from the today's and the day before yesterday's newspaper. Okay, चलो, so start करते हैं आज के सेशन को. सबसे पहली न्यूज की तरफ जाते हैं, and the first news is about Union Bank of India. Now Union Bank of India completing 106 years of foundation. So today is the foundation day of Union Bank of India. Union Bank of India is a government of India's bank in which Andhra and the Corporation Bank get merged. So Union Bank of India के अंदर आंध्रा और कॉर्पोरेशन बैंक को मर्ज किया गया, and this bank was created originally in the 11th of November 1919. Yes, Mani Mekhlai ma'am, she is the head MD CEO of this bank right now. Mumbai-based bank, completed 106 years. Now their focus is celebrating the milestone of excellence and innovation on 106 Foundation Day, and their major focus right now is nurturing the environment and fostering the progress. So under this focus, they are celebrating their 106th Foundation Day. Recently, Nirmala Sitharaman ji inaugurated 4 branches of Union Bank focusing on Nari Shakti. So Nari Shakti branches was recently inaugurated by the Finance Minister of India. The function was organized in Bengaluru, where one of the branches is situated, then Chennai, then Jaipur, and one of the branch is in West Bengal. So these 4 branches recently announced by the Union Bank of India focusing on women empowerment, called as a Nari Shakti. So remember that will be also very important factor. This is a static data, but obvious static news also, but Foundation Day is celebrated, so questions will be asked. Now this is important. Government plans to integrate Gati Shakti portal with the e-Shrama database. E-Shrama portal we have. Recently we saw the news that our Labor and Employment Minister decided to inculcate or integrate 12 policies of Government of India with the e-Shrama portal. E-Shrama portal's main purpose is that whatever the unorganized workers or the laborers are there, to register them on this portal, उनको इस portal पे register किया जाता है. So now scene है, we'll talk about the case. In 2021, we created this portal for unorganized workers so that उनका data रहे. अगर कोई पॉलिसी कोई स्कीम उनके लिए आती है तो उनको पता चले. प्लस we are also linking some government schemes through which they will get the benefit or the job opportunities will be there. Now Government of India decided, out of other than these 12 schemes, already 12 schemes are registered with the e-Shrama portal, which was recently done by the Labor Ministry. Now the this Gati Shakti, PM Gati Shakti will also be the part of or PM Gati Shakti will also link with the e-Shrama portal. So what will happen? Under Gati Shakti, infrastructure is being created, and to create the infrastructure, of course, we required labor, we required unorganized workers. So the job opportunities will open for the e-Shrama portal registered these unorganized worker. So 303 million unorganized workers are registered under 400 different occupation. So the huge number of workers data will be available. So the gap for the employment, the requirement for the employment can get fulfilled easily, and even unorganized workers will get the job opportunity. Gati Shakti portal entails extensive social economic infrastructure related to data with 1530 data layers and 44 central ministries are the part of this e-Gati Shakti portal. So huge opportunity for the unorganized workers if it will happen. So it's a good news, no doubt about that. E-Shrama portal in 2021, whereas the Gati Shakti national master plan, which we announced again in the same year, and it includes all types of infrastructure development in our country, all types of, either it's about the cargo, shipping, port, civil aviation, railway, road construction, the hospital construction, other social infrastructure. So damn everything is a part of this Gati Shakti. Gati Shakti consists of 6 pillars on which they ask the question: comprehensiveness, prioritization, optimization, synchronization, analytical, and dynamic. These 6 pillars are the part of PM Gati Shakti. So again, a very important factor for the exam point of view. Now the next news is very encouraging and at the same time very surprising. This news is about USA, not about India. This news is about USA. In USA, there are some unicorn companies. Unicorn companies means the startup companies whose valuation is more than $1 billion is called unicorn company. Okay. So whatever the unicorn companies are there in USA, out of which maximum unicorn companies are created by or founded by Indian origin people. Anyways, the Indians are in a very large quantity working in USA. So near about 90 unicorn companies right now in USA, these 90 unicorn companies are created by Indian origin founders. So some Indians who migrated to USA, they were working in USA and they started their own companies, and these companies are now the unicorn company. There are some other countries also, of course, some Israelis, some Canadians, some UK people, some Chinese, some German, some French. So these are the different country people who are working from USA, and the maximum unicorn companies created by the Indian origin people. Now Trump is focusing on America first. Trump is very strict about the visa rules. He is very much strict about the migrations and the migrants. So how the Trump government is going to react to this, we don't know right now. But these numbers shows that many Indians are going in other countries and starting their businesses there. It can be called as a brain drain, wealth drain for the country, because these people were Indian origin. शायद इंडिया में भी कंपनी बन सकती थी, इंडिया में भी कंपनी यूनिकॉर्न हो सकती थी, बट दे चोज टू क्रिएट द कंपनी इन यूएसए. So if we can call it as a wealth drain for our country, the brain drain for our country, ये भी थोड़ा हमें देखना पड़ेगा, because migration इंडिया से काफी ज्यादा हो रहे हैं अलग अलग कंट्रीज में. Same happened with Singapore, Mauritius, many Indian origin people starting their companies there and successfully running. So this is the another factor for us. Now government pulls DOT, BSNL on the slow asset monetization. Now we have one company which is very important. Yes, brain drain, wealth drain, both the things we can include. There is something called as a National Monetization Plan of Government of India. National Monetization Plan, basically, Government of India wants to use government assets to earn money. So we planned that we are going to earn 8 lakh crore through monetization. Monetization, basically, what are the government properties are there? For example, road infrastructure, coal mines, railway infrastructure, power, telecom, civil aviation, mining. So by using these assets under these different categories, government is planning to earn a certain amount of money. So 8 lakh crore was the plan. Till 2025, we planned that near about 8 lakh crore we should earn through monetization. Under this monetization, road ministry is doing a very good job. Near about 1,07,000 crore they have earned till this time. Then coal 84,000 crore. So a good performance is there. One of the worst performing is mining sector, civil aviation, and telecom. They are the worst performing. And through telecom, we focus that we should earn huge amount of money. Sorry, not 8 lakh crore. It was 6 lakh crore was the target kept by the government of India. Very sorry for that. So 6 lakh crore is a target which was kept by government of India till 2025. Okay, that was a major focus. So BSNL was not performing well. So that's why government of India asked DOT, Department of Telecommunication, and the BSNL what they are doing regarding monetization plan. So one of the biggest assets for sell under BSNL is 6,831 crore in West Bengal, 3,230 crore in Tamil Nadu, whereas 2,518 crore in Maharashtra. So they are planning to sell these assets under BSNL so that they can earn the money. This is a very important plan which was created in 2022 called as a National Monetization Plan, and under which 6 lakh crore is a target of Government of India till 2025, in which Road and Transport Ministry is doing a very good job for the government to get the money. So government is trying to fetch money from different sources so that fiscal deficit should get reduced. Such kind of income will be the part of capital receipt, under the capital receipt, under the non-debt capital receipt, not under the revenue receipt. Remember that factor also. Now, Punjab and Sindh Bank invites bid for 403 crore NPA, non-performing asset. Usually banks are selling their NPAs to ARCs, Asset Reconstruction Company. Same thing is happening over here. Punjab and Sindh Bank is one of the Government of India's bank which was established in 1908. Sarup Kumar Saha is the MD CEO of this bank. So this bank decided to sell few of their NPA asset worth 403 crore to the ARCs. They are expecting that they should get near about 370 crore out of these assets. Look, whenever any bank is going to sell its NPA, 100% recovery is not possible. 100% recovery is absolutely not possible. Even the Punjab and Sindh Bank is expecting up to 91% recovery from these NPAs. So that's why they are negotiating with the ARCs. So if ARC will get, okay fine, they 91% में अगर वो एग्री हो जाते हैं तो ये सारे एसेट्स चले जाएंगे ARC के पास, एसेट रिकंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी के पास, और उसके बदले 370 करोड़ पंजाब एंड सिंध बैंक एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है. बाद में रिकवरी कैसे करनी है, किस तरीके से मनी रिकवर करना विल बी इन द हैंड्स ऑफ ARC. They are trying with many ARCs. There are some private ARCs. Some banks are also having ownership of some ARC. NARCL is also there, which is created by Government of India. So whichever the ARC will give them the proper deal, they are ready to sell their NPAs. They are ready to sell their non-performing asset. Okay. So remember that under NPA, the 100% recovery is very rarely possible, and that's why they are also focusing on 91% is the expectations of Punjab and Sindh Bank. Skill Ministry asks state to enroll ITIs pass outs under PM internship scheme. This year only, we launched a scheme called as a PM internship scheme, which was announced in the budget 2024. Now, under PM internship scheme, IITs and IIM pass outs are not allowed, but ITI, Industrial Training Institute, they should be the part of this scheme also, which is mentioned by Skill Ministry recently. Normally, what is happening right now? The graduates are the part of this PM internship scheme. So various companies, if they want the interns, they are going through this scheme and getting some candidates. Now, Skill Ministry asked these companies or asked Government of India that ITI is not going to give you the graduation. It's kind of a diploma course. So they should be also the part of this PM internship so that they can get the internship scenario. Remember, IITians and the IIMs are not the part of this particular scheme, which is very important. We are asking ITIs to be the part of this. PM internship scheme, we are focusing on the top 500 companies of India. Government of India is going to provide 5,000 monthly allowance and one-time grant of 6,000 rupees to these interns. So near about Government of India's major focus is that 21 to 24, then 12th Polytechnic, diploma graduates. Now ITIs will also be the part of this particular policy, which is under PM internship. Again, announced in 2024. The original announcement was in budget, and then Government of India released the policy called as a PM internship program. Okay, so that's all from today's session. ये था आज की important news जिनके ऊपर हमें बात करनी थी. We covered few MCQs at the beginning of the session, and then we discussed few news which are from the newspaper. So yes, guys, that's all from my side for the day. We'll see you in the next session. Remember, today at 8 p.m. we are going to discuss some MCQs on the defense exercises, which will be important for you. That's all. We'll see you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.